Fall has brought so many beautiful moments in homemaking, and it is hard to believe that the end of the month is here. But there is so much to be enjoyed, and so I am sharing some of those moments with you. When you are seeing this video, it is the last day of October, and it has been a beautiful month with warmer temperatures than usual. Some flowers are still blooming. The produce is still coming on, and so it's just been one of those years that the homemaker and the homesteader really appreciates, because we get to enjoy the outdoors and the warmer season just a little bit longer, and it makes the vegetables stay on longer and the fruits that you can go pick just so much more enjoyable to go and get. So I am making some pear butter in this picture, in this video right now, and I have a recipe for apple butter on my blog, DaveeKilian.com. I am making it pretty much the same way. I do not peel it. I use honey, and I just cook it low and slow for about 12 hours. And then I either freeze it after or I can it in little jam jars. Makes for great gifts for Christmas as well. Just also enjoying those moments outside, like I said, because the days have been much warmer and just very beautiful. I am making a butternut squash black bean stew recipe. It is squash season, and I enjoy making lots of different recipes with fresh squash. So I did share a plain butternut squash soup recipe for you over on my blog, so you can look at that. This one is from another blog that I'll share the recipe down below for you. But it is delicious, great served over rice. My family thought it was a hit. They enjoyed it a lot, I should say. And we just like soups in our family. I love the one pot idea, and my kids aren't too picky when it comes to soup for the most part. And so I enjoy being experimental when it comes to different types of soup. So this one will be a keeper, and definitely good with a protein in it besides beans. We are a meat family, so bacon on top, some pork would have been really good in it as well. We enjoyed a time out at a friend's farm, and they had some fun pumpkins that they had picked from their grandpa, that he raised these fun varieties of pumpkins. And then, of course, it's a farm, so they've got all the fun little animals, and my kiddos just had a blast petting them and holding the kittens and just getting to be part of the farm life. And the beautiful fall colors, I got to enjoy those on a very brisk, windy fall South Dakota day. Like I said, it has been unusually warmer in October, so I still had the last of my zinnias that I kept, and I had like 3 or 4 different vases filled with flowers, and it was time to pare them down because plants were dying. So I'm cutting back to just one, and as I record this, I have had to toss all my fresh flowers. So I got to enjoy them in an extended period, which I really appreciate, because oftentimes we have a harder frost by beginning of October. But like I said, this year's just been a little bit different, and I can't complain. We just need a little bit of moisture though, and Lord willing, He will provide that for us too. But I'm just enjoying the leisurely activity of cutting these fresh, beautiful flowers to enjoy just a little bit longer. I have to also share one of my favorite applesauce bread recipes. It is one that is a hit. I take it to any women's meeting I have. I share it to new mothers. Any just gathering, I bring it or make it for my own family. And it has a secret ingredient. Well, not really, but sour cream or Greek yogurt. And that just really makes it so moist. So this recipe I make often, especially during the apple season. I recommend it if you've got those fresh apples and you've made applesauce. Even if you don't have applesauce from fresh apples, buy some canned applesauce and enjoy this wonderful applesauce bread recipe. Some of my October activities I would do were inside during nap time. Sometimes I like to go outside, but I needed to finally catch up on doing my photo albums. I was like 6 to 8 months behind. I usually order them just off of Walmart.com and get prints off my phone because it's super easy if you've got the Walmart app. Just get them ordered, get them delivered to your house, because I live far enough away from Walmart that it's just faster to honestly have it delivered than to go pick it up. And just fill those beautiful albums with lovely pictures of kiddos, family events, friends, just to enjoy and to peruse. My kids enjoy sitting and looking at them. They can spend 30 minutes just sitting and looking and reminiscing about when did this happen and when did that happen or who was that person again. So this is something I value and I think is important to have, is that handheld photo, and keeping those albums up to date is important and a great fall cooler month activity. Cleaning, of course, always happens, and no matter the time of year, things get dusty, but we have trucks go by our house often because it is harvest season, and so I'm just wiping down this beautiful black piano because it gets so dusty so quickly, and it also gets little fingerprints all over it, and definitely just a good time to keep up on the dusting and the wiping down. I did a fall cleaning video for you way back in August or September, but this is legitimate fall cleaning because when dust from the wind blows in through the windows and the trucks driving by, it's necessary. So this is really the good time to do a deep fall cleaning. Mine was a pre-fall cleaning. I probably won't get to another deep fall cleaning, but that's okay. I'm just getting what I can right now and making sure that my house stays at least somewhat tidy and clean. And also continuing to get all those fly spots off of the walls and everything. They're so bad this year because it hasn't frozen yet that they still are buzzing around, and I am ready for a hard frost to get rid of all those fruit flies and Asian beetles and all the regular flies. And of course, my little guy loves helping me out with his little dusters. I usually like to work from top to bottom in my cleaning, but sometimes you just gotta do what works best and is easiest. So at this time, after I had done some lower level cleaning, I made my way up to the light fixtures to get some of those fly spots off, to get some of the dust that had settled, and just get some of those lights cleaned, at least the exteriors. The root vegetables have been harvested and it's time to can some carrots. So these carrots, I didn't end up getting enough in my garden to do enough for canning a big batch. So some are from Azure. I enjoy getting some produce from Azure Standard. You can check the description box as well for a link there if you are interested. So you can be part of this wonderful community that gets fresh produce, bulk foods, things to stock up on for the baking season. And I just enjoy these carrots. And I just had gotten some pears. Actually, the pears were from Azure Standard too that you saw. Anyways, canning the carrots. I ran out last year sooner than I wanted. So this is a small batch, but I will definitely be getting more to do a larger batch of carrots. The food processor is the way to go. I love how quick and easy that is. I had peeled the carrots the night before, and then I did the processing of them and getting the hot water in the jars so that I can pressure can my carrots. Fall is also a good time to can because it's not so hot in the house. And so when a canner warms up the house a little bit, it doesn't feel quite so bad. And besides, pressure canners actually don't get too hot since they are sealed. So after they reach their pressure and stayed there for the allotted amount of time, I get the jars out and enjoy that vibrant orange color resting on my countertop for about a day. Then we got to enjoy just so many beautiful walks with all the vibrant leaves and just the outings, like I said, and being outdoors. So now I'm making a chili using several of my fresh garden cherry tomatoes. Why not make a soup with the fresh produce, the last of it, while you can, right? So this one is kind of a made-up chili recipe. I used some of the fresh tomatoes, threw in some leftover salsa we had in the fridge that wasn't a full jar. I added some kidney beans, the seasonings of like chili powder, cumin, salt, pepper, just to make it have that rich flavor. So along with the chili, I decided to make a cornbread. I had not made cornbread in years, and so I had ordered some cornmeal from Azure, of course, and I was like, why not? I really enjoy cornbread, and I wanted to share that with my family since I didn't want to buy a box to mix. It's so easy to make from scratch that I don't know why when I used to do it, I would get one of those Jiffy box mixes. They're just not near as good as homemade. So we definitely enjoyed our chili and cornbread for that evening meal. is still a lot more time left in the autumn season, but October has closed and a new month is upon us. We also got to go and enjoy harvest with my family and spend some time riding in the combine with Grandpa and just seeing how the fruits of our labor come about. And I hope you enjoyed this little vlog of October.